I mean, you probably already discussed the table there. It's really, to me, it's really like what we talked about sustainable development like 20 years ago. But from a waste recycling services perspective, by the way, I'm from waste recycling services. From our service perspective, it's really a systematic method to reduce waste. So this is the definition from our department. And then on the right-hand side, you can see a waste hierarchy. That's where we see all the materials will end up. Like at the bottom of this waste hierarchy is landfill. That's the least favorite solution for all the materials. So for us, the favorite part is the upper levels of the waste hierarchy, which is rethink, redesign, reuse, and reduce. And that is our circular economy wants to focus on. A little bit of background story about our circular economy initiatives. So for waste and recycling services, our mission is to enable Calgarians to manage the waste responsibly now and into the future. Then, we saw that a lot of the organizations, especially the grassroots organizations, they are doing the work on the ground, and they know the best about the community and the community members' needs, and the programs they run are definitely more suitable for the communities. So we really want to build this partnership with the grassroots organizations by supporting them, by sponsoring them to do different programs to reach our goal, that is move Calgarians towards a circular economy. So in 2023, actually one step back, in 2020, that's where the COVID happened. My team is education, outreach, and partnership. So our team usually do a lot of program education. But then 2020 COVID happened, so we couldn't do a lot of the things we usually do. Then we took a step back and we start to think what other programs can we do to Bulgarians. That's where we started having this idea of running some circular economy initiative programs. So finally in 2023, we launched the program, and this is a pilot program for 4 years. So this program will run into 2026. It's the Circular Economy Initiative Program, which has 2 brackets, Circular Economy Program and Circular Economy Grant. I will talk a little bit about both of them. So these 2 programs are very similar. They both are grant opportunities for organizations, but they also have a lot of differences. Say Circular Economy Grant has 5 focus areas, and it's the single-year funding opportunity. So it's to sponsor the organizations or projects for 1 year time frame. And the Circular Economy Program, it has only 2 focus areas, and it's multi-year funding opportunities. All right, a little bit of recap about what happened in 2023 and 2024. So for these 2 years, we already partnered with 17 non-profit organizations in Calgary, and we have distributed approximately $700,000 in total. And through their projects, we have, or the grant funded projects have engaged with over 6,000 participants through over 400 workshops. And really, we are targeting everyone in Calgary, but particularly for the equity-seeking Calgarians. So you see a lot of these projects we work in the northeast part of the city and work with low income, work with seniors, with students. Okay, and now I'm going to talk a little bit, dive a little bit deeper into each program. So for CEP, it is a multi-year funding opportunity. So in 2023, we have opened the application, and several organizations expressed their interest in getting the grant funding. We finally selected 4 of them. So these organizations, they are receiving up to $75,000 every year, 4 years. So that allows them to establish some programs that can last and also create momentum income. So three of the organizations, Calgary, Green Calgary Element Society and the Calgary Horticultural Society, their projects are all focused on food waste reduction. And then we have Arusha Center, their project focused on repair and reuse. So those are the two focus areas of our CDP program. I'm going to go into a little bit more details about each of these programs we funded. So Green Calgary has this Spill the Beans program. It's really like for everyone, and particularly the community members. So they work a lot with the community associations. And now they also have program with universities. So their topics are really about about food, everything surrounding food, like shop locally, shop seasonal food, and how to do the meal planning, shopping, and also preserving food. So just giving the tools and knowledge to people and how they can be circularity around food. And the next one is the Element Society. They also talk about food, but their target audiences are students. Initially, they started with grade 7 to 12 students, focusing on the older kids, because traditionally that age group is neglected from a lot of environmental education programs. So they focus on that and mostly teaching them about like the carbon footprints through the life cycle of the food, then how we can reduce our carbon emissions through eating food, through and make a positive impact to the environment. And then in the end of the workshop, there's always like a food preparation, so that every kid will enjoy a piece of really nice food. This year, they expanded the program to grade 4. And so now grade 4 to 12 students can all register for this free program. And it's super popular every time. Like as soon as they open the registration, the teachers are just jumping onto it. Next one is from Calgary Horticultural Society. Their Seed to Table workshops. It's a series of workshops throughout the growing season. From January to December. Some are online, some are in person. So basically their topics are around low impact growing initiatives in every step of the gardening journey. And for this year, there's still one workshop left. So if you're interested, you can sign up for that one. It's an online workshop talking about garden gifting. Now we're talking about Christmas is coming, like how to create some memorable and lasting gifts from the garden. And next one is the Arusha Center. I know Arusha Center is going to talk next, so I'm not going to talk too much about their project, but they are the only repair and repair project that CEP is supporting. So their repair exchange workshops are working with the community organizations and the community associations. So through the community agencies, they launch all these wonderful events. So people can bring their broken personal or household items to the events to get fixed by the volunteer fixers. And a heads up, there's one coming up this weekend. So if you're interested, you can sign up and you can just go there to Hillhurst Sunnyside Community Association on Sunday, I think. Okay, now next is the CET. This is if there's any nonprofit organizations sitting here. This is something probably you will be interested. So this is 1 year. Every year we open up the application, and it's to support the 1 year project between $5,000 and $25,000. And every year we have a pool of $150,000 to distribute. In 2023, we supported 7 projects, and this year 6 projects. We have 5 focus areas. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. But our application will reopen on February 3rd. Marks the date. 5 focus areas. Like I mentioned earlier, we really want to focus our circular economy initiatives to the upper levels of waste hierarchy. So we want to change people's thinking or change the how to make the things and how to reduce the waste and reuse items. So these are 5 of the areas that we decided to go for. The first one is share, trade, and donate. So this is really trying to utilize the usage of the items, something that we don't have to all have, but we can all use it through this. And the second area is maintain and prolong. This is to make things last longer by repairing them, by maintaining them, caring for them. And food and organic waste reduction. This is really trying to reduce the food waste. And also, for example, like making food production using ingredients usually considered waste, like a banana peel or orange peel. They can also be used to make like cleansers. Like one of our sponsored projects, they use those materials to make cleansers. Reuse and redistribute. This is something might not be useful for you anymore, but it's still perfectly functional. So you can through an agent to redistribute to someone else or let someone else use it. And refurbish and upcycle is another area. It's trying to make some broken items or unuseful materials useful again. So these are 5 focus areas. Any proposed project must fall into one of these areas. This is something new. I know, this is a pilot program for us too. So 2023, 2024, we didn't have this. And 2025 application, we decided we're going to add this because we received so many feedback from our previous grant recipients and also through our observation evaluation from the previous years. So this is something new. All right, so as I said, 2023 projects, 7 projects that are all wrapped up. So this year we have 6 recipients. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of tease of each of them. Maybe some inspiration. If you are thinking about applying for the grant and or creating a project. So the first one, Calgary Film Sport Band. This is a project to collect used sport equipment, then redistribute to they distribute to the organizations. But those organizations directly were working with the families in needs. So eventually, this sport equipment will go to the unprivileged Calgarians. And the next one is Two-Wheel View. Their project is to fix bikes. This is some projects they have been doing for a long time, but previously, because of lack of funding, they weren't able to fix those bikes, so they will donate the bikes as is to different organizations. Then it's up to those organizations whether they have resources or funding to repair them. But now with this grant funding, they are able to fix half of the bicycles they will donate before they donate to those organizations. So those bikes will be ready to use. Arusi Center. So their project is a little bit general. So they are going to work with 2 housing companies in Calgary to start up some events inside the affordable housing complex, and it's a residents-led event to encourage waste reduction, including some repair stuff. Fresh Roots. This is another food waste focused project. So Fresh Roots has, I think, 14 different mobile locations in town to sell juice. And what they are seeking to do through this grant is to get the undesirable produce from the grocery store, the grocery store couldn't sell, or then they get them through donation or through a purchase. Then they use those ugly produce to make meals and then sell it in their mobile locations. Goodwill is another example. So their project is another neat one. So they have so many denims in their retail store they couldn't sell. So they have this project to repurpose those denim into some reusable bags. This is just a half a year project because they're gonna hire 2 people. They are already doing this project. They hired 2 people, and these 2 people will produce so many bags in half a year. And the next one is the Youth Singers of Calgary. So this is another really good example. So usually we will think like, who will do circular economy related projects? Probably environmental organizations or education organizations. But then all of a sudden we have an organization, they have nothing to do with the environment or education. They are a stage performing group. But they have so many old costumes from years of stage performing, and they just stay in storage forever. So they invented this project. They're gonna repurpose those costumes, and they had a Halloween sale. So they have another one coming up for Comics Con, and so in different there's a lot of opportunities. They are gonna try to sell and reuse those old costumes. Yeah, so those are the 6 projects we have funded this year. And I already said the application will reopen on February 3rd, but we will have info meetings coming up soon in January and also in February. You can always check out our website. That's our website, calgary.ca/CEG. Sign up to one of those info sessions if you're interested. And then we can talk more. And we have a newsletter. You can scan this QR code and sign up to our newsletter. And if you're